because that's the movie that inspired me to make this movie. Literally, like exactly, I watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind like 40 times over the past year probably. And yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to make a movie like that, and I wish I could call it that. But that movie, for those of you who don't know, Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a Steven Spielberg film that he did in his early years. Surprise, surprise. It's about aliens, but it's a lot about the sightings of the aliens and the captivation and becoming obsessed with seeing something. And so I think that I turned it into more of the humans and souls.
That's why I changed it to Christian instead of the third kind.
Christian, yeah, I got that. Yeah, no, that's good. That'll be like the log line or something in the back of the beat cover. But thanks for picking up on that. That makes me really happy. Right in the middle.
Matt, how many hours of film do you have to get to the 2 hours of final production?
So there's about 3 to 1, which is really that means like it's basically 3 shots per take that I would keep. So it's like I would film it 3 times, and and usually you hear about directors who take like 15 and 20 different takes, but I just didn't have the physical time to do that many takes. So 3 to 1, so I guess that'd be about 6 hours of footage total for the film, which it's about 400 gigabytes of footage, if that means anything to you. It's all digital. Any other? Yes.
I want to know what your plans are with the production. If you're going to go for the big screen, for TV, for a teaser on YouTube, internet production, where are you going to go with the production?
Well, that's a great question. First of all, those questionnaires that are coming out are very important because the film, it was ready to screen for you guys today, but it's certainly not finished. We want to make adjustments to it based off of what people say and what people's perspective. So look at those questionnaires if you would, fill them out. Be honest, please, because it doesn't work otherwise. And we'd love to hear back that. After that, we'll make corrections. We'll hone in on what the final project is that Matt sees in his vision. Whether it gets, how it changes, who knows, that'll be up to him. But ultimately, we're going to submit this to festivals, whatever ones we can submit it to try to get into that. I know there are still some student festivals that with Matt's name on it, you can get it in there based off of being a student and his age. But then there's festivals that I think that we want to get this thing ready to submit to otherwise that are general festivals. Outside of that, you can always watch the website, which is nightsitesthemovie.com. There you will see where it's going to end up. Ultimately, I'd like to see it on Amazon, iTunes, and available for video on demand. Those are all part of the process, especially where the industry is going now. Everything's digital download. You see hard disks actually going down in their popularity. So a lot of it's video on demand of what you can do with your online hub. And nightsitesthemovie.com is where this thing's going to live and where you can see and find out about other productions from Matt and myself and any of these guys really. So do sign up your email address on there as well if you want to keep in touch with these types of things.
All right, I think we have time for 2 more. Up here in the front.
What does the future hold for Mr. Matt Thompson?
Well, how far in the future are we talking? I'm planning on going home after this. I just want to keep making movies, so wherever that brings me. I'm applying to film school, which is the current future is I got into Loyola Marymount University film program and Arizona State. And so I'm waiting back on USC, which is where I'd love to go with Marley. So film school first, but that's kind of the designated track for a filmmaker. But I'm just gonna keep making movies because that's all. This is what I love doing, and I think the best way to be good at making movies is to make movies, not to go to school to learn about movies. But either way, going to a school that all about film school is to open up new doors and resources and connections and stuff. That's really awesome. So the near future is that. The big future is I'm just gonna keep making them because whether they you know, they're big or they're successful. I just enjoy every bit of it. The making of it, I mean, all these people who are sitting right here, I mean, we are all dressed up and we came in a limo, you know, just because we wanted to, just because we had fun with the whole making of them. I mean, it's really cool to think about when you're like making a movie, because movies are such a big part of everyone's lives. Everyone watches movies, and to be able to say you made one is a really interesting thing. So I love making a movie, and I love sitting in a room for 3 nights in a row with twins, editing the movie. I mean, it was actually, I mean, there was one night, I mean, I was like on the computer, and it's like 7:30 in the morning, and her mom walks in, and I'm just like, hi, I haven't really moved from the seat yet, and then, you know, work all the way till lunchtime, and it's crazy how much time, how fast the time flies. But you know, so I guess to answer your question, I'm just gonna keep making them and see if people like them, and even if they don't, if I like them, I'm gonna keep making them.
All right, right there in the middle.
How long is the script? The script is 100 pages, and usually like a minute of page time goes to a minute of screen time, so it fit pretty well.
How long did it take you to write the script?
I'm still writing.
Do you kind of get it copyrighted?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're running out of time, but I'm going to... Okay.
I'd just like to say, I thank you guys all for coming out and supporting Matt and all these filmmakers. It's wonderful to have a sport like this for young filmmakers, especially as they're growing in their talent and in their creativity. I feel blessed to have been able to work with this crew and these people and these actors. I don't think that this film could have happened at any other time, simply because of the talent and the passion that was involved in this film right now. And that's really, really a neat thing. Filmmaking is the most collaborative art form there is, and you have to have this type of team. It's passionate, and they need it in order to get something like this finished, or even up on the screen for you guys to come and support. With that said, thank you very much for coming. Look for in the immediate future, maybe another screening here and a couple more places. We'd love to see you out there, bring other people, create a buzz for this thing as it gets and grows and gets better. Do sign that email list, get on the sheet so we can keep you up to date with what's going on. We'd like to thank Matt for giving me this experience. It's been a great time. It's been a growth project for everybody involved. So with that said, thank you very much for coming. We are, I think, kicked out here in about 15 minutes. So.